Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Really quick thing that we're going to do, just quick little rundown on stream. Taking a look at the GSSR that's going to be coming out on NA in about 2 days from right now, New Year's. The New Year's Lucky Bag campaign for 2025, not 2023. This is JP's side. Now, there's a small chance that they change something with this, because I think they've done it in the past, but probably not. It's looking like it's going to be very much kind of just based on class and NP type, which is kind of nice. And so we have Saber single target offensive NP, Saber AoE offensive NP, and then it's going to be kind of like that all the way down, so on and so forth. Except with the casters, they have single target offensive and support NP, so they'll put them together if they have supports. And yeah, just kind of all the way down. And then for the extra class, just extra quick, extra arts, extra buster. Actually, that one's broken down twice. Damn. All right. So we're just going to do a quick look, and then I'll probably, figure out right now which ones I want. I don't remember this. I've not really taken a look at this since probably 2 years ago. So Saber single target is going to have Astolfo, Okita, Sigurd, the Trung sisters, Nero, Benny Enma, and Musashi. That's okay. There's definitely some. There's more than some dud. There's a couple of duds in this one. Astolfo's not great. Sigurd's not great. The Trungs are okay. They get a buff, I want to say, in the future that's okay. So that's 3 whiffs. Okita is like kind of middle of the road solid. But these 3 here are still very, very strong. So, not bad, not bad. AoE offensive NP, we have Arthur, Ibuki, Okita, Soji, Summer. Okita, Soji, Alter, Summer. Charlie, Muramasa, and Shiki. I would argue that your duds here are kind of just Arthur. Everyone says he gets better, but I don't care. He still kind of just sucks. But I mean, the rest of them are pretty solid. Like Shiki's in a weird spot, right? She's kind of in a weird spot, but she's serviceable. Instant death is good for like challenge content, which is really the only time I ever bring her to anything. But she's not bad by any means. She's still pretty solid. Muramasa, he's kind of a one pump jump, but he's not awful. Ibuki is the best Saber in the fucking game. Charlie is decent. He gets a buff that kind of fixes him, I'm pretty sure. And Okita's also good. So yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. This is a small one. Artoria, Pendragon, Archer, Moriarty, and Super Orion. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. One of them is not great. But you have a higher chance of getting the ones that you want, as well as a higher chance of getting the one that you don't. So, only so much that you can do with that, but it's not a bad one. Single target archers. Super Orion is really, really good. It's really good. And I like Artoria Archer. She's kind of fallen off a little bit, but, she's still very, very solid. AoE archers. Ishtar is still pretty good. Gil is still pretty good. Jarcher is alright, and Sei is Sei. I'd say 2 very strong, 1 strong, and 1 not so strong. So, I mean, it's not a bad distribution of power there. The Lancers, this is just ridiculous. All of these are good units. So far, I would say this is the one that you want to roll on if you just need a single target. If you just need a single target, like Lancer, this is all 4 of these are amazing. The duddiest one here would be Brynhild, but I still like using Brynhild a lot. She's really, really good. Just a little more unorthodox, and plus the chances of getting Melusine are always solid. Yeah, the jackpot is definitely Melu. Melu is really fucking good. And then AoE Lancers has Erish, who's strong. Melusine again. And then Romulus, Britomart, and Ryoma. I think Ryoma is the dud. Romulus is alright. Britomart is alright. And then these two are both very, very strong. A unit is so good it pops up twice, right? Yeah, Melusine is the best Lancer in the game, hands down, and probably one of the top 3. I think she's I think in the list we made, she's like my number 2 strongest DPS in the game or something like that, because she's so insane. But yeah, not bad. Single target offensive NP would be Maid Alter, Constantine, and Reynes. Now, first off, Tig, thank you for the resub for 32 months.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Wish you
Glad to have you back.
GSSR banner wasn't like sprinting through a minefield.
Right. Maid Alter's alright. Constantine is okay right now, but gets a huge buff, and Reynes is really good. Of course, 2 of these do not have an offensive NP. They have a support NP, but whatever. Yeah, Constantine is an investment, but not a bad investment. This might be the one that I roll on, just because I don't have Constantine and I don't have Maid Alter, so it's a win regardless of what I do. And also, more Reynes can't hurt, because, you know, it's Reynes and she's amazing support. Yeah, solid support capabilities. Ivan the Terrible for AoE NP, along with Iskander, Bakin, and Da Vinci. This one's just okay. All of these characters are solidly okay. But Iskander gets a buff, I'm pretty sure. Da Vinci's alright too, but I mean, as I've played the game longer, I have Habitrot, who costs less and does the same thing. Alright. Next, we have caster single target offensive and support NPs, which has Castoria, best unit in the game, with Izuma no Okuni, a personal favorite of mine, but not the best. Ilias Veal von Einsburn, who is bad. Scotty is still good. Merlin is still good. And Crane is really good, so long as you use her correctly. But, I mean, Merlin, Scotty, and Castoria are the big winners in this. Everything else is kind of just like whatever. Ilya is the big whiff. Yeah. Lasagna is scared of giving us the support caster pool. I would be too, because that's the only one that anyone would roll on then. Merlin got buffed. Merlin did get buffed, didn't he? It was to his second skill, right? Yeah. That was a 10% charge and reduces enemies' crit chance. Yep, but that's not coming for a while, so don't worry about that for now, but still pretty good. That's a strong one. That's a strong one. And then AoE offensive NP, all 3 of these are just okay. Nero is alright. Murasaki is alright, and Da Vinci is alright. I would say, unless you're highly desperate for an AoE caster for some reason, don't roll on this. Unless you like one of these characters and want to run the risk of getting them. 1 in 3 chance, not bad. Eesh. Alright. Kama, MHX, and Gramps. Insane unit, fine unit. Maybe I roll on this one because I don't have Kama. And it would be really, really cool to have a Kama. But then there's the chance I get MHX, which would suck. She has a metric ton of buffs, but it doesn't matter when she's still kind of like whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. More Gramps too wouldn't be bad. AoE Assassin has Cleopatra, Huyenjo, Shuten, Semiramis, and Koyanskaya of Light. Cleo is kind of whatever. I'm waiting for it. There it is. Shuten is still... Hold on. Shuten is still very good. Huyenjo is very good. Semiramis is not great. And hold on. Koyanskaya is pretty good, if you could imagine. Arguably the best assassin in the game. Yes, 3 out of 2 are good. Cleopatra isn't bad, she's just outclassed, and the same can be said for, well, Semiramis is just kind of has a weird-ass deck. This one is phenomenal. This is a crazy good one. If you just need someone to beat the fuck out of the guy in front of you, this is a fantastic band. This might be one of the better ones this whole thing. Fucking Kintoki, MHX Alter, and Ichikata. MHXA is arguably the dud, but she's still very strong. And these two are both just fucking meathead powerhouses. This is such a good banner. If you are just starting out in FGO and you're like, I don't know which one of these to roll on, go with this. Easily, any one of these 3 characters will carry you through the entirety of Part 1. But literally, any of these 3 right here will take you through Part 1 and probably through most of Part 1.5 just fine. So, you know, just a food for thought there. Alternatively, holy shit, this entire banner is fucking broken. Maybe ignore what I just said. There's not a bad unit on this banner. These are all very, very strong units. You have Arjuna Alter, Ibuki Doji Berserker, fucking Sendo Rikyu, Raiko, Musashi Berserker, and Morgan. All of these characters are phenomenal. Raiko is the least of the characters because she has the most basic kit, but even then she still hits like a goddamn freight train. And can loop, if I'm remembering right, after her buffs. She's still very strong. This is all good shit. All of this is very good shit. Maybe roll on this one if you need a Berserker. Yeah, it seems like the Berserkers are kind of just, like, kind of disgustingly overpowered. So I'd say all of this is very good. Yeah, if you just need something... If you're just starting out, right here, pick this banner. Alright.
Yay!
Unknown user 445, think of the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope to enjoy your stay. Extra single target offensive NPs. We have Jalter, Taira no Kage Kyo, Super Bunyan, Melt, Abby, and Yongui Fei. The dud here, I would say, is probably Super Bunyan, followed by Abby. Everyone else is... Like, Taira is one of the best units in the game. Melt is also one of the best units in the game. And even... I would say the only, like, real dud would be Super Bunyan. Abby is a very, very good off-support. She's just kind of, like, weird. Yongui Fei is a very solid Berserker. So, you know. All of these are good units. Next, these are all good units, too. Goddamn. Himiko, one of my favorites, just straight up Buster Oonga Boonga support. Sherlock, kind of situational, but very, very strong. Shi Huangdi, first emperor of China, his most glorious and exemplified emperor, first ruler, is also situational, but very strong. Bazit, one of my favorite units in the entire game, very, very gimmicky, but very fun. Van Gogh, arguably top 3 units in the entire game. And Lady Avalon is an amazing support. There are no duds. All of these are phenomenal units. I'd say if you had to pick a worst unit on this list, it's probably his most exemplified and glorious Emperor. And that's just because he's the most situational. But even then... He's still amazing. I find that you can find more uses for Holmes than you can for Shi Huangdi. I feel like you can take Holmes for more stuff than Shi Huangdi. they refuse to buff him because he'd be busted. He would be. Because his kit is already, what is it, like fucking 5 years old and hasn't been touched, and it's so good. He is an amazing anchor, but how often do you actually need an anchor character? And plus, there's other anchor characters that are out there that do his job as well, if not better. For me, my anchor character is like Ku Alter, who just kind of does his thing and never dies and puts out an insane amount of damage. But no other, like, very, very, very seldom units can give the kinds of buffs that Holmes does to just let you break through a wall. Yeah, so yeah. Don't get me wrong. When I say that he is the most dud-like, this is like saying these are all S+ and he's S. He's not bad. He's just like 1 degree lesser, which isn't even a bad thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I am very aware of the strength of Shi Huangdi. I used him to solo that one fight in Olympus. Yeah, he is the best of the. He is the worst of the best. The worst mainline Mario game. Yeah, he is the Dark Soul. He is Dark Souls 2, and this is everybody else. He's not bad, just a little bit more niche. And I'll start a fight in the comments. Extra quick AoE offensive NP. Karen, Scotty, Dante's, Catboy, Jacques, and Boy. Jacques and Karen and Voyager are kind of the... Yeah, Ruler Scotty is the big prize, followed by Doman. Dante's, I would say, is third, followed by Boy, then Karen, and then Jacques. What did you say about my son? I said Boy. He's adorable, and I love him. However, when it comes to strictly gameplay, he's a little bit lackluster. I love him regardless, though. He's a good boy. Head pats for the satellite. And then let's see, for extra arts AoE offensive NP, we have Nerd, Summer Comma, Space Ishtar, None, and Hokusai. I would argue this is maybe... No. Yeah, this is maybe the worst of the AoE extra one. Well, no. This is the second to worst of the AoE extra ones. Yeah. Moriarty is not bad. He gets a buff that kind of fixes him later on down the line. Summer Kama is cool. She does a lot of damage and can loop really well. I actually forgot that the Nun got buffed. The Nun got buffed, so now she's really strong. This version of the Nun, I think, is just kind of strictly a looper, but is alright. Hokusai needs another buff, but... Well, wait, did they buff Hokusai? I'm trying to... They buffed Hokusai, didn't they? Am I tripping? Or is my brain conflating, like, people want... Okay, they did. What did they do for her? Was it an NP buff? Or was it this? It was this. Nom de plume. Which was... Oh, it was for the NP. More arts down, NP generation up. Wait, what was it before? Okay, yeah. Art's down, which... Okay, yeah, never mind. That makes her way better. Should I roll for Summer Scotty if I already... Yes. Because they are different enough in what they do that they can be used in different situations. For example, Summer Scotty also works as a Buster support. And you can also triple Scotty and just use her as a mainline DPS, which is really cool. Actually, I take that back. This is a really strong. This is very much focused more on the farming aspect, all of these characters. So if you just need a good AoE arts farmer, here you go. Next, extra Buster AoE offensive NP has Okita Soji Alter, BB Summer, Abby Summer, Koyan of Dark, and Oberon. Oberon, of course, being the grand prize. There are 2 duds in Abigail Summer and Okita Soji Alter, both of which are just kind of not fantastic. Summer BB still has a weird niche, but is usable. Koyan Dark is a character who I like a lot. I like to use her as like a Buster off support, and because also, you know, a lot of my favorite characters happen to be Wild Beast adjacent. I believe that she's able to buff Barghest, for instance, with her extra shit. I think on the 3rd skill. Or is it the 2nd skill? It's on the 2nd skill. Is Barghest animal characteristic? Am I fucking stupid? No, she is. Okay. Yeah, she actually works as a fucking... a Barghest buffer. I was trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, but my brain is bad and I've been drinking. And then arguably the worst of these, this is the one I would say do not roll for unless you are absolutely in love with one of these characters. You have Amakusa, Bunny Artoria, Malnobu, King Protea, and Archetype Earth, aka Arcruid. Big Daughter and Arc are both very, very solid units. And Big Daughter gets a buff soon that makes her go crazy. But yeah, Big Daughter, I'm pretty sure, gets a rate up here pretty soon with Lost Belt 7. And I wouldn't do the 1 in 5 chance of getting an Arc if there's the possibility of getting an Amakusa or a Bunny Artoria. Nobu is in this middle ground where some people love Nobunaga and they will use everything in their power to make her work. I think that she's still very, very solid-ish. She's okay. I think she's just kind of okay. She's niche. She has a niche. But I would argue this is maybe one of the worst of the banners. But, alright, so what does that leave? What is the best banner to roll on then? The Berserker ones. Either of the Berserker ones are probably your best bet for just about anything. I can't think of a bad... There's not a singular bad servant in this lineup. The worst of both of the Berserker ones would have to be MHX Alter and Raiko, both of which are still very, very strong units. MHX Alter, of course, is just kind of held down by her class, or by her card type, which is quick. And then Raiko's kit is still a little bit outdated, but I imagine because she's popular, she will get another buff in the future. Even with her current kit, though, she's still very good. Other big winners would be... I mean, if you need an Arts Looper, this one, you can't go wrong with that. And all of these are good characters and extra support NP. As for myself, though, I'm either going to try and get Constantine off of this. I kind of don't want Reyna's, though. Caster Sup is always good. There isn't a Caster Sup, though. It's Caster, but it has Ilya, it has Izumo, it has Ilya and Izumo, and Crane, which I like Crane. I like to use Crane. Crane is a weird fucking support and requires a lot of planning and forethought into how you're going to use her, and is less practical than the other three that people really want, which is Castoria, Scotty, or Merlin. Right? So, it's a strong list, but I feel like most people will look at this and be like, there's three duds and 3 big ones. Nice. Crane is like learning stance characters in a fighting game.
My only issue with Crane is the star requirement.
Right, but you can subvert that with, you know, a bunch of different ways. I'll probably end up rolling for either Rider or Assassin, and maybe we can let the chat decide. I kind of want to get another shot at getting Kama. My luck with trying to pull for Kama is bad. Which is ironic because her summer form came by in, like, I don't know, 3 pulls, if I'm remembering right. So she doesn't hate me, she's just being very tsundere with me. Otherwise, nah, I was thinking maybe do AoE offensive NP for Riders as well, but I don't want any of these 3 here because I already have all of them. Yeah, Maid would be cool. Getting Maid would be cool, and so would be Constantine. Yeah, alright, that's what I'm thinking. So, if you're on YouTube, hey YouTube, let me know what you guys are thinking about, what you're going to be rolling for in the next couple of days. There's definitely some cool stuff coming down the pipeline with this. There'll be a lot of good banners coming up with the Ordeal Call. A lot of good units. If you're kind of not in the loop with that, the next 3 banners that are coming up are going to have units that are still relevant 2 years later into FGO's life. So, good luck to you. I hope you saved up. But if you need help with clearing the lost belts, this is a great way to pick up a new character who could help you do that. So, let me know who you get in your GSSR down in the comments, as well as telling me who you're going to roll for. For me, though, I'll be posting those results here whenever that drops. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching on YouTube. Come check out the streams to watch all this stuff happen live over on twitch.tv/klidge radio. Also, check out stuff for, like, the Patreon, which will be also linked down below if you would like to support me directly. Otherwise, I think that's just about it. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Keep your chin up, fellas. Peace.